Hi, I'm Chris Day of the Hairy Wanderers. Oh, been trimmed a bit, and I'm here today with the lovely Lila, the boisterous Buddy, my dad Mick, over in the back there, with Merlin and little Rosie. And today we're at Slindon in Sussex. We're going to be looking for the Folly. It's at the top of a hill, where I've heard apparently the views are pretty spectacular. So, with that being said, let's go wander. Okay, so we came in off the A27. Now, if you're coming from the sort of Bognor direction, there's a car park on a turning just on your left before the roundabout. If you go past the roundabout, there's another turn on your left. That's a slightly longer route. If you get yourself a map, hopefully you won't get too lost. From a distance, you can hear the sounds of the motorbikes that are probably visiting Whiteways Cafe today. You get quite a good turnout up there if you're interested in that sort of thing. Also, if you do go up to Whiteways, you can walk up to Bignor Hill, which we've covered before in one of the early videos. So, we're going to keep walking off in this direction. I think we're about to come to a road that we need to cross. And then I think that takes us out into the open, and we'll be able to hopefully see the Folly. So look at these amazing roots on this old yew tree. Lila's having a good old sniff at. I love yew trees because they're so gnarled and old looking, sort of spooky. And next to it, another massive grapevine tree, which I think is a beech tree. Looking at the bark, I can't actually see any leaves on the floor, which would be unusual. We're sort of going uphill now. So we're just coming up to a big old tree here. Can't actually tell what it is yet from where I am. It could be an oak, I suppose. It's pretty large. But you can see the colours are beginning to turn now because it's late August. We're starting to get towards autumn now. Not we've had much of a summer this year. We've had a few random hot weeks, and that's been about it. Most of the time it's been quite wet, or grey, or humid. Not like last year when we had that incredibly hot summer. It has been a good year for growing things, it seems. Unless you've been, like me, trying to grow your own veg at home. I haven't had a lot of luck with that this year, not like last year. But for the woods and the nuts and the trees, it seems to be very bountiful.
Good year, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so what can I tell you about Slindon Folly? Well, it's on the Slindon Estate. Folly was built in 1814 for the Countess of Newburgh. So she used to go up there on a wagon with a few of her friends, and they would have picnics up there. So we're not quite there yet, but I'm sure that we'll get there soon if we keep heading in this direction. Oh, something I didn't know about at all was there's a little caravan park up here. So if you're a campervanner or a caravanner, this might be a place for you, given it seems to be all the rage now. So we're just getting Merlin in his legs. We come to a rather busy road just up here. Cars are flying there. I just spotted a burrow. Looks like it could be badger, and we'll keep well clear of that. It's quite about the right size for a badger. Okay, so we come up to the Slindon Estate office, South Downs National Trust. Check out this gate and the big fancy tower there. Nice lawn too. Panning over here, gatehouse, and just heading off up there. It's got some fancy old towers on it too, like sort of mock Tudor chimneys. So we're going to head off through this gate down here. Okay, so we've just come up and we found this old pool here, which looks to me like one of the early ways that they used to water the animals. So they'd dig a pond up here and let it fill up with water. And just off over here, there's a nice old barn which had some work done on it by the looks of it. You see some pointing at the top of the wall there. It's good that they're restoring it. It does look nice. If you look over the distance, on top, you can just see on the top of the hill there, That's the 2 radio masts. Did a video up there a little while back. And then just off in the distance, looks about a mile away, and it's all uphill, is the target of the day. So, let's get cracking. I've come up to another really old-fashioned, beautiful old farm building. And just here, it looks like an elder. And it's absolutely chock-a-block with these little birds. I can't see what they are quite yet. I haven't got my looking glasses on, I've got my sunglasses on. They seem to be rather happily at home in there, next to this pond which is absolutely covered in duckweed. So, off in the distance, getting nearer, there's the Folly. We need to head up this nice old country track here. The scenery is incredible. I mean, just look at this, look. This is what it's all about. You can't beat this sort of stuff. So we just walked up a rather long lane from that old farmhouse building. It's very hot, as you can probably tell. Woo! Behind me we've got this lovely big open field here. Big old haystacks. And then just behind me, yet again, off in the distance, you can see the Folly. So, we're going to carry on. Very hot day. Dog's just having a drink. So a little bird of prey. Now check out this bit of scenery, proper British countryside. We even have haylage and giant haystacks. So we just turned right up by a little barn and we've come across this amazing field of clover. Clover field. Going up here towards the Folly. So it wouldn't be a proper walk out in the British countryside if you didn't see some of the fantastic animals that we have in this country. Or farm animals anyway. Here, so we've got some sheep. It's nice to see some cows and some horses, but you may do with what you find, I suppose. It's all very good. There's the Folly just there. Nearly there now, nearly there. So we've just been having a chat with a shepherd, I believe, or farmer. He's in charge of these sheep here. And the brown ones, we thought maybe they're Jacobs, but they're not Jacobs. There's a Dutch breed called Swabbles. Never heard of them, but apparently the ones with the brown on their heads, they are the purebred ones. We're just nearly at the Folly now, nearly there. Whoa, okay, we've just made it to the Folly. Oh, it's hot. Okay, so here we are at Nores Folly. Up on the Slindon Estate. It was built by the Countess of Nuremberg back in 1814. She used to entertain her guests here and have little picnics and things. There was a hut at the back of it, and when she was done with using it, the local shooting parties used to come up here and use it as a base of operations for their grouse shooting. So, let's go and take a closer look. Just by the Folly here, you have a trig point used for the Ordnance Survey all across the country. You'll find these at most of the highest points in the Downs. Okay, so that takes us to the end of our wander around Slindon Estate today. Hope you enjoyed a little trip to the Folly. Hope you'll like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. So from me, little Rosie here, and some other dogs that are taking shelter with my dad, just out of shot here, we're the Hairy Wanderers, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye bye.